Your Mid-America Chevy dealers are celebrating Fuel Economy Month, and I've been telling you about my experiences with the Chevy Volt, but I only had it for a couple of weeks. There is someone joining me now that is a Volt enthusiast, owns a Volt. His name is Mike. Mike, why did you decide to go and get the Chevy Volt?
I drive a lot. I drive almost 20,000 miles a year, and I was tired of burning lots and lots of gasoline, and I wanted to get something that was a lot more economical to drive.
So what have the effects been on your wallet after you got the Chevy Volt?
Over half of my car payment is saved in fuel costs.
Really?
My electric bill is only about $30 a month to charge the car, and I'm driving 1,600 miles a month.
Mike is living proof that you can save a ton of money at the gas pump. And I know that your wife has a Prius, so you could have had another Prius in your garage because you know what it can do. Why did you choose the Volt over the Prius?
The Volt is larger, and I'm not exactly a tiny person, so I fit into it better than I do on the Prius. It's actually peppier. It's definitely a smoother, stronger riding car. And one of the real shockers to a lot of people is that I'm spending a third as much to drive that car as my wife drives the Prius. And the Prius is getting 49 miles to the gallon.
If there was one thing that you could just tell anyone about the Chevy Volt, what would it be?
One of the key things about the Volt and about any electric vehicle, but in particular about the Volt, because the Volt is the most usable car, the most usable electric vehicle now, because it is able to go anywhere you want it to, instead of just, you only got a limited range until your battery runs out, and then you have to plug in or you don't go anymore.
I'd also like to point out that the Volt is safe. It's built with extensive use of high-strength steel and a full suite of vehicle safety technologies, including 8 airbags to provide protection before, during, and after a crash, if that were to happen to you. And it's a good-looking vehicle. Can you explain to those that don't understand how the battery and the gas work with the Chevy Volt?
It is an electric car with a gasoline generator. The range on the car, depending on how you drive, depending on how fast you drive, because just like gasoline cars, you get better fuel mileage at lower speeds. Below 50 miles an hour, you get the best fuel mileage in any vehicle. But you can go easily 35 to 50 miles in temperatures like this. I've actually gone 54 one day when I was just pushing it to see how far I could go. And once you've gone through the electricity, then the gasoline generator quietly kicks on. The Chevy uses the tagline, electricity when you want it, gas when you need it, or something like that. And if you learn, you play with it, it's almost like playing a video game, because you start trying to figure out what you have to do to make it be a little bit more efficient. And the longer you drive it, the better you get at it.
So it is possible to be able to go more than the estimated range that you hear about. It could go anywhere from about 35 to 40 miles on the battery charge. Your Mid-America Chevy dealers are celebrating Fuel Economy Month, and the best way to do that by telling you about the Chevy Volt. You've heard a little bit about my experiences with the Chevy Volt. 2 weeks that I had the Chevy Volt. When I had the Chevy Volt, I was able to get about 40 miles off of the battery charge. You definitely want to check this out. You want to see what everybody's talking about. You want to save some money. So visit your Mid-America Chevy dealer to learn more.